for me to really show why I belong here.
Jeez.
Team Claudia's Andrew and Amanda both finished their semifinal fights in the first round, and now they're moving on to the finale. Now they're just sitting around waiting to see who they're going to be fighting. For our last two semifinals, once again, it will be teammates fighting each other. For Team Joanna, it's going to be Khalil versus Josh. These two became really close during this season, but now it's time for them to put that aside and win.
It was the main event or co?
But first up are Kate and Tatiana from Team Claudia, and these two have been all business through this entire competition. Believe me, they're going to have no problem facing off to go to the finale.
You said you were at 15 minutes?
Over 12.
Oh.
It's kind of strange to fight someone that I've been training with and who I share a room with, but at the end of the day, it's a competitive sport, a fight sport, and we're here to fight whoever they put in front of us.
You can go off and eat.
Huh?
You can go off and eat if you haven't.
I just ate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know Kate. Yeah, I like Kate, but that doesn't mean, at the end of the day, we understand that we're going to go out there and we're going to bang, and, one of us is going to come out the winner.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Tatiana and Kate, both fighters are on my team. Tatiana is a wrestler. She likes to take the fight to the ground. So does Kate. So I think she already know the game plan. She already know what to do with Tatiana. I think that fight will be a grappling match, but I don't know who's gonna win.
I think Tatiana and I both know each other's games, so it's just a case of going in there and fighting to our full potential. I'm going to see if I can keep it standing and outstrike her. Once it goes to the ground, I'm going to have to scramble a lot and use the best jiu-jitsu I've got available. I don't think Tatiana's intimidating. I want to go in there and have fun and show what I can do and show what I'm capable of.
It's been a long road. I defeated cancer and I found MMA, and I definitely feel like that all my hard work is starting to pay off. The situation is a little different than usual. I've been training with Kate for 6 weeks. I see the girl, training, and I'm like, I'm training harder. If she's walking, I'm running. I don't care if someone's in the same room or if they're practicing with me, because I know that I give it 100%. My strategy for this fight is basically, strike. And then take it to the ground and get a finish on the ground. I'm gunning for a submission. That's what I really want to do, is submit her. I'm super confident, and I know it's going to be a great fight. I know, Kate's an experienced fighter, and she's a great fighter, but I intend to dominate this fight, and that's what I think I will do.
UFC contract would be amazing. I didn't even imagine that it was possible when I first started fighting.
It's not about the medals for me. It's not about the belt. It's about the journey.
When Joanna is around, I just feel like throwing up in her face. For everything she's been doing with me, for every she's been talking to me, I pretend like she doesn't exist until we get inside the octagon together again, July 8th. and I'm ready for this. I can't wait for this moment.
All right, guys, let's do this. Welcome to a Tough 23 weigh-in for Kate Jackson and Tatiana Suarez. To the scale, please, Kate Jackson.
Tatiana is just going to take Kate down and look for a submission. But Kate, I think, is a very methodical fighter and very intelligent fighter. And, you know, once she sort of gets on top, I think she's quite nasty. So I don't know how that fight's going to go, so it'll be interesting to watch.
115 and a half. Hey. To the scale, Tatiana Suarez. Hey.
Tatiana's just wrestled for so long, I just feel like she's going to take her down and just, you know, anytime she gets back up, take her down again and take her down again. I think Kate has better striking, but Tatiana's just tough and she'll keep coming after you and she won't let you up. So I think Tatiana and I will be in the finals, and that's exactly what I wanted.
115. Hey.
Kate Jackson is fearless, well-rounded, and a little badass. She's the oldest strawweight in the competition and has more MMA experience than any of the other girls. Believe me when I tell you, she's not going to be intimidated by anyone you put in there. Tatiana is absolutely the favorite to win this whole thing, and she's been pretty dominant so far. It's going to be tough for Kate to deal with Tatiana's wrestling. She is a nasty wrestler. What's pretty awesome and actually pretty fascinating is both of these girls were Claudia's #1 and #2 female picks. You know, unfortunately, only one of them's going to make it, but it's going to be interesting to see who's going to be facing Amanda in the finale.
I've never fought this many times in such a short space of time, especially the last two being close together makes it difficult, but I have fought on short notice before, so I plan on winning this fight.
I feel good. I feel ready. I'm ready. I've been ready since the first fight. I know. I'm like, I can't wait to fight. I can't sleep. The whole, like, geez. Just been so excited to fight again.
Winning this tournament's been my priority. I definitely don't think that any of the, the girls here have put in more time than I have. I've been preparing for a sport since I was 3 years old, and that's always been on my mind. I've put in so much work. I remember my mom wanted me to go to prom, and I was like, I'm not going to prom, and I'm going to this tournament. And I remember everybody was going to prom, and I was sitting there making weight. I was running, and I was thinking about winning, and that's all I was thinking about, just winning.
I think it's obviously easier to fight someone you don't know, but once the cage door closes, we're both in there for the same reason, and I'm going to go in there and fight with everything I've got.
I've overcome a deadly disease. I can overcome anything. It's not about the medals for me. It's not about the trophy. It's not about the belt. It's about the journey and who you become on that journey. And I am 100% confident in my capabilities, and I definitely think that I'm going to be the next Ultimate Fighter.
UFC contract would be amazing, and I didn't even imagine that it was possible when I first started fighting. I've been fighting and training for a while now. I've put a lot of work into improving and trying to be a well-rounded fighter, and I just hope that it's all going to come together at the right time for the right place.
I'm going to do everything in my power to get my hand raised. I don't know if it's going to be 5 minutes, I don't know if it's going to be 1 minute, I don't know if it's going to be 15 minutes, but I'm going to do everything in my power within those minutes to come out on top and to be victorious.
This tale of the tape is sponsored by Bud Light. Raise one to right now.
Ready, fight? Ready, do it. You can walk on the cage if you can. Keep working. Keep working, keep working, keep working. Get your tired only there.
There you go. Keep going. Almost out. Almost out. Scramble up. Scramble up. Turn your hips into her. Turn your hips into her.
Yes. Just keep the control.
Turn your hips into her.
Just keep the control. Stay half on top. Yes.
Turn into her. Strip away. Strip away. Get your knee in. Strip away. Get your knee in. Back your guard. There you go. Keep stripping. Put that knee in. That's good. Good. Overhook that arm. There you go. Get your recover guard. Recover guard. Push off. Push off.
Don't talk. Too close. Yes. I'm going to squat.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
Yes.
Good. Hold it on there. There you go. Strip away. Get your knee in. Explode into it.
Go with the hands above your knee.
There you go. There you go. There you go. Back to guard. Back to guard. Up. Back to guard.
Look at the head. Look at the head.
Get locked down on her leg. Lock down her leg. 2 minutes. Lock down her leg.
Yes. Stay hands up. Yes. Keep the pressure now. I'm gonna hook that.
Hook that arm. Hook that arm. Stop those elbows.
Great.
Watch. Respect that arm under your neck. Fight that first. Fight the choke first. Okay. 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 Wall walk up. Wall walk up. Wall walk. Get fast. Get fast, Kate. Get fast. There you go. Get up. Get up, Kate. Get up. Get up. There you go. Watch. Fight the arm. Fight the arm. Fight the arm. 2 hands. 2 on 1. 2 on 1. 2 on 1. 2 on 1, Kate. 2 on 1. Fight that arm. Fight that arm. 2 on 1. Get your arms on her arm. Tap.
Ready, good. Tatiana came out pushing forward and wanting to dictate the pace immediately. She lands a hard, nasty kick to the body, and Kate was unable to counter that. Tatiana didn't hesitate and quickly took the fight right to the ground. Then Tatiana just completely outmuscled Kate. Landed a bunch of shots from the top position and just completely took control of the fight. Then she sinks in a guillotine, and that's it. Game over. Absolutely dominating, impressive win by Tatiana, and she's going to the finale, and I can't wait to see Tatiana versus Amanda.
Tatiana was better, and she beat Kate, so I was happy for her, and I hope Kate don't give up, and I know she'll have another opportunity.
Winner, advancing to the finals, Tatiana Suarez.
I am really excited to be going to the finale. I belong on the big stage, and I belong here, you know. I've fought my whole life, and the journey doesn't end here. I just continue to fight and fight. And, you know, I overcame cancer, and now I'm here, and it's been a long road, and it's been an emotional road, and it's been an emotionally taxing road. But my end goal is to win this whole thing, so I'm still not content yet.
Congrats, babe. Badass fight.
You choose big, hard, big fights. You come back stronger together.
Yeah, I think I might have been okay, but going down against the cage. Losses are always hard, but it's the amount of time and effort my coaches and teammates have put into my game, and letting them down is much harder.
Two of my boys gonna fight each other, Khalil and Josh. They brought Khalil back. I'm happy that he gonna fight. I'm not happy that he gonna face Josh, who is my teammate.
Yeah, so my opponent, Corey Hendricks, you know, he had to pull out due to injury. So his replacement, unfortunately, is my teammate, Khalil Roundtree.
I've got to fight my teammate, Josh, who's been the closest guy in the house. You know, we've had a great relationship these past weeks in the house.
What side do you want? I like this side.
Since Khalil and I found out we had to fight each other, you know, there hasn't really much changed. You know, we still talk, we still joke around.
12-9.
12-9.
It's just a crazy situation. It's crazy. There's thoughts that go back and forth, you know, like you want to say like, yeah, I'm going to, you know, do my best. And if I have to hurt him, I will. And then sometimes I think back and I'm like, will I really? You know, like, will I really hurt this guy?
I feel like when I came into this house, I made a friend that I'll probably keep in touch with for a long time, you know, and nothing's going to change. We're going to go out and slug it out, and that'll probably just bring us a little bit more closer.
All I can say is that, you know, if I got another chance, I'm not going to ease up. I'm just going to do my best and make sure that I don't make the same mistakes as last time.
Two of my boys gonna fight each other, Khalil and Josh. They brought Khalil back. I'm very happy that he's back. He deserves it. He's a very good fighter, good personality. So I'm happy that he's gonna fight. I'm not happy that he's gonna face Josh, who is my teammate, but I'm happy for both of them.
I definitely would say Khalil's strength is definitely a stand-up. I think out of this whole tournament with everybody in the house, he's probably the most explosive striker. He can knock you out with anything.
Speed, more speed.
But some of his weaknesses would be his cardio, you know, being out of the tournament, just have to fill back in on short notice, have to cut the weight and stuff like that. So you can look for his cardio, be a little bit of a weakness, and, you know, definitely his ground game. You know, I know that Corey, when he beat him in a preliminary fight, he took him down, took his back, and choked him out fairly easy. You know, so I definitely think I have the upper hand when it comes to the grappling and the wrestling and stuff like that.
The only thing that Josh really knows 100% is that if he takes me down, his wrestling's really good. To put pride aside, if that guy gets me down and holds me down, it's going to be a tough night.
Khalil, he has really big problems on the ground, so Khalil must be very careful. But his striking is just amazing. He can knock Joshua out.
Nice Josh.
I don't have prediction for this fight. They are my boys. I'm gonna sit on the bleachers and just support both of them.
Khalil versus Stansberry is interesting. You know, I think Josh is more well-rounded. I think Khalil has a little more dangerous striking.
If Khalil can keep the fight standing, I think he wins. And if Josh can get it to the ground, then I'm not too sure.
All right, guys, let's do this. Welcome to Tough 23 weigh-in for Joshua Stansberry and Khalil Roundtree. To the scale, please. Joshua Stansberry.
Josh is the oldest fighter to make it to the house this season, and he has proved that he's an all-around threat. He's dangerous on his feet, he's dangerous on the ground, and he's fought really hard to make it to this point in his career. I know how bad this guy wants this.
204.5.
Khalil got a second chance when Corey dropped out. He's going to step in there, hopefully, with something to prove now. You know, he already knows what it's like when you go in there and you fight a friend, so hopefully he's going to not make that same mistake twice. The key for him is to go in there and use his stand-up because this kid has unbelievable punching power.
205.5.
I know these guys are going in guns a-blazing. I expect nothing less than an absolute war, and this is the perfect way to end this season.
I can't wait to, you know, get this fight over with, put it all out there in the cage.
I just want to be able to put on a great performance so people want to continue to see me fight.
Once I found out it was Khalil, like, yeah, every day, like, you know, I worry about being friends, so it takes away 20% of my fighting ability. I can't sleep tonight, so there's another 20%, you know. Nerves that take another 10, so I'm going in as like a 50% fighter, you know. To be honest, I can't sit here and say that, you know, it's not kind of a head game, you know, especially being this close to a fight, just fighting my teammate Khalil. But at the end of the day, a fight's a fight. It's a lot different than practice, so, you know, we're going to go out there and, like I said, man, expect the fight of the season.
I'm glad you're back in it.
Yeah?
Yep.
The only thing that sucks is, like, I feel like if I lose this fight, I probably won't get another chance.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
That's how I would feel, too.
It sucks because it's like, it's happening inside the house
It's
instead
your only
of like...
last chance, yeah.
Yeah. So, okay, cool, I've got a second shot. But if I lose this one, you know, I may not get that next one. So it's just a heavy thought, a heavy, you know, situation.
I'm glad you're back in it. You deserve it.
I'm glad that it's on the last day. I've used this opportunity to learn and fix the holes in my game. The person who has helped me the most with my holes is like the one that I'm fighting. That's crazy. It's crazy to think about. I definitely view Josh as like a complete fighter. Like he's got experience in all areas.
Nothing makes me more proud than coming from a small town, East Liverpool, Ohio. Now I'm here on the biggest stage in MMA. It just goes to show you, if you set out your goals, anything's possible.
Getting a second chance has been a complete blessing. In my fight with Corey, there was a moment where I had him rocked, but just kind of stepped on the brakes a little bit, and he ended up taking me down and submitted me. This time around, I definitely don't plan on easing up. I plan on being 100% the entire time.
Elbows inside. Elbows inside.
It's been a long road, ups and downs, but you know, I prepared myself. I'm in the best shape of my life. I think all the stars are lining up, and one fight to go.
Yes. Go. Three, final, three. So, go, body, go. Go ahead. Single leg, double leg, go. Okay, time.
It's so emotional for me because it's so serious, you know? I fought a lot of tough people to get here, and it's time for me to really show why I belong here.
I'm putting everything into it, man. Every ounce of my body, everything that I put in, all the hard work over the last 11 years is coming down to this fight. I just can't wait to, you know, get this fight over with, put it all out there in the cage. Khalil, you know, you're my boy and all, but let's go out here and slug it out and give the fans what they want to see, and, you know, get the bonus for fight of the year. You know, we both deserve it.
I just want to be able to put on a great performance so people want to continue to see me fight. I'm excited, I'm ready. Josh, I know how much heart you got. Let's just go in there and bang it out and see what happens, man.
This tale of the tape is sponsored by Bud Light. Raise one to right now.
Are you ready? Let's fight!
Focus. Left hand, Josh. Close. Good job. Yes. Push your body. Push body face. Be careful. Go left side. Body face. Go left side. Good. Side, Josh. Go back. Left side. Good job. Fresh body. Good face. Body clip. Yes. Look for the ducking again. Let's go. Nice. Go. Go, right. On your body. Cross. Cage, go. Guys, get in the grip. No, go back. Go body. Go body. Respect. Go back. Double jet. Inside leg kick there. Nice. 2 minutes left. Close. That's it. Nice. Watch the kick. 3 minutes stay. Watch it, tell you. That's whatever. Nice, fake cross hook. Jab, fake cross hook. Too far, use the jab. Pas new distance. No stand. Up front, 2 minutes 30, guys. Center back. Nice. Guys, finish in the clips. This right there. Go. Left side, circle left. Down the middle. Body face. Go to the body too. Touch your body. Yes. Look after. Last, who's too far. Control the distance first. Find the distance first. After close. 2 minutes left. After close is far. Push your knees. 1 minute, hands up, hands up. Let's go. Body kick. Body kick. Moving. Let's go. Hands up. go. Throw a kick on your head.
Move your head, move your head.
Left hand.
Never check. Never check. Keep kicking.
1 minute 10.
1 minute.
And finish close on that side. Sit to left. You want open, left hand high.
Yes, the full distance, breathe. Set. Push your back leg, kick. Yes.
Move. That's it. Stay down for just a moment. Take your breath.
The minute they closed the door to the octagon, Khalil and Josh completely forgot about their friendship and went to war just like I expected. Khalil comes out, wanting to bang, and ends up connecting with a big kick to the body. I mean, nasty. When you were in there, you could just hear that thing crack. Josh shoots for the takedown, and surprisingly, Khalil defended it.
After Khalil defended Joshua's takedown, he felt like more confident and he became even more aggressive.
Then Josh throws a bomb and drops Khalil.
It's like, wow, this fight is really, they really took this serious, and I was happy.
Hands up.
Both guys are just dropping bombs and just landing big shots on each other. And as soon as the round is about to end, Khalil lands a huge left and drops Josh.
When I saw the referee stopping the fight, I was like, okay, it's all over, I was happy for Khalil, but I couldn't handle it, how powerful they were in the fight, how aggressive they were, This fight was the best fight of season 23.
These guys came out fighting like they wanted to win, fighting like they wanted to be in the finale. It was awesome, and I'm really happy that I brought Khalil back, and I know for a fact that he's going to go back, work on a lot of things he needs to work on, and put on an unbelievable performance in the finale.
Winner by TKO and advancing to the finals. Khalil.
I'm thankful, man. It's been a long journey to get to this position. I fought with everything I had. I prayed real hard for this, and my prayers were definitely answered, so I'm just thankful, man. MMA is the first sport that I've ever really participated in. Before that, I was 300 pounds, just out of shape. I didn't have any goals, any direction. And I watched The Ultimate Fighter with my brother, and that's what got me to start training. So now I'm here, the same place that, that had me change my life. And now I'm able to set that example for somebody else.
Josh. Great fight, man. Great fight. Be proud of yourself. Good fight.
Yeah, man, it's definitely a tough loss. Definitely heartbreaking. I come out, gave it my all. I fought a super tough dude, Khalil. Hats off to him. He got his hand raised. I came in here, wanted to win it all. Things didn't work out my way. Tough luck.
That was a great fight. Great fight.
Unfortunately, it was one of them type of fights. Whoever landed a big shot was probably going to win, and I landed one early, he landed one late. Just kind of how it goes, we're out there slugging, we both wanted it, So, like I said, man, I give him all the credit in the world. I hope I get another shot to come back and prove myself.
You impressed Dana, you impressed everyone there. I'm impressed.
Part of the game, it's a learning experience. I've been through a lot in my career, and I'm still here today. I'm still hungry. I want to fight with the best in the UFC, and I feel like I belong there.
This is another awesome season of The Ultimate Fighter, and now we have 4 finalists who will be competing in our live finale on July 8th.
Just square off, ladies.
The strawweight final will be Tatiana versus Amanda. Tatiana was absolutely dominant this whole season, unbelievable wrestling. And then you look at Amanda, who is super impressive. She's not only the best strawweight striker here, but she's also shown some legit jiu-jitsu. This one's going to be a classic.
Congratulations, you two. Good. I like it.
In the light heavyweight final, we have Khalil versus Andrew. Andrew was clearly the most well-rounded fighter in the competition, especially on the ground. And I would have to imagine he's the favorite of this, but Khalil has unbelievable speed, power, and when you have the knockout power that this guy has, he can finish a fight at any time. This fight is going to be a war, and I believe truly, when you look at the talent, this is one of the best finales in Ultimate Fighter history. And the main event of the night will be the rematch between the coaches, Joanna and Claudia, for the UFC Strawweight Championship. And as you can see this entire season, these two do not like each other. There is nothing more fun in the UFC when you have this rivalry, not only between the champion and the #1 contender, the two baddest 115-pounders in the world, but they hate each other. And that makes it so much more fun.
Make sure you're gonna be ready. Shut up. Shut up.
Awesome. No, that's good. That's good. Good. We're good. We're good. That's perfect. That's perfect. That is perfect. That is perfect. Cool. Awesome.
I like to look very deep into the eyes of my opponents, and I want to see their souls and see how they are afraid of me, you know? And they know that I'm the best. I learned Portuguese for you. Cala boca. Cala boca. Cala boca. Cala boca. Come on.
Being that close to her just makes me want to fight her. Every time she gets close to me, I want to fight her so bad. But then I know I have to wait and do that in a professional way.
The time has finally come. On Friday, July 8th, live on Fox Sports 1 from the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas. Get ready for the Ultimate Fighter finale. 2 strawweights and 2 light heavyweights will battle it out in the octagon for a coveted UFC contract. Fearless world-class wrestler and #1 strawweight pick Tatiana Suarez will face the heavy hands of boxing specialist Amanda Cooper.
I'm not very surprised that I'm at this point because I expected to be here. I expected to win the Ultimate Fighter.
Tatiana, I'm working hard. I'm coming to win. I'm not going to let anyone take my dreams from me.
Then, in the light heavyweight final, grappling specialist and #1 male pick Andrew Sanchez goes head-to-head against local Las Vegas powerhouse Khalil Roundtree.
Andrew, I think it's going to be awesome. I respect you as a fighter, but I'm definitely going to get my hand raised in this one. I'm going to work for it.
Khalil, man, I'm going to come out there. I'm going to make you lose a second time. You're trying to come back again and take my crown. I'm going to beat you. I'm going to win this fight.
Finally, in the main event, history will be made as the coaches face off for the world title. It's the most highly anticipated strawweight fight ever. After a controversial loss 2 years ago, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu specialist and #1 contender Claudia Gadelha